Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Tuesday, July 11th, and we started with boulevard, and the vowel is like took. So remember that here, it's not oo, where your tongue is very high in the back and your lips are rounded. Ooh, it's ooh. Relax your tongue a little bit and don't round your lips. Hook, took, good. In this case, bull, boulevard. And that little mark means to hold your tongue so that you don't release the D, not boulevard. Just hold it. Boulevard. And that's the abbreviation if you use it for an address. Berard. Berard. And you won't hear the D by itself, Berard, but you will hear it if you connect it with a word with a vowel after it. Berardinlet. Berardinlet. Buoyant. All these extra letters, but it just sounds like buoyant. And this has a lot of syllables. Mediterranean. Dun 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 dun. Mediterranean. I don't know why there's two eyes there. That's you don't need two eyes. You just need one eye. Vague. Again, you hold the G, you won't hear it. Vague, which means not clear, and vogue, which is stylish. Vague, vogue. Natural. It looks like it could be natural, but we make it shorter, drop the middle syllable, and make it natural. Make sure you have a good ah, lips back, mouth open. Naturally, naturally. Swell, swell. The vowel is like head, which is different than swill. The vowel is I. And I put here, the tongue is a little higher because the first one, swell, which could mean good. Oh, that's swell, that's good. It can also mean get bigger, is Your jaw is a little more open, and your tongue is more flat. I forgot the word. Swell. And the second one, the one that has the I, number 12, is I. So it's higher, not E, but I. So if you have trouble finding that position, make eat first, and then lower the middle, make it more relaxed. Eat it. That's the one you want for swill. And I use IH to represent I and EH to represent E. Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance. And you see the B, but you don't hear the B at all. It just disappears. So plumbing and plumber. And the same for the word comb. Combing my hair. You won't hear the B at all. Sixth. This is a lot of tongue movement from front to back to front. Your tongue is up for the S, back for the K, up for the S, and then even more forward for the TH. So there's a lot of movement in that small word. Sixth. So I have to slow down. You should slow down. Sixth. Sixth. And if you have another TH after it, you don't have to take a pause and make two THs. Just make one TH. Sixth thing. Sixth thing. I'm just making one. Sixth thing. Tasks is another front, back, front. T, S, K, S. Tasks. Tasks. I have to slow down too. And that could sound similar to taxes. So that doesn't, I know, it looks like an X, but it sounds like a KS, and it looks like an X, looks like an S, and sounds like a Z. Taxes. Taxes need a lot of tasks. Consciousness. Consciousness. And donut can be spelled either way, and it sounds the same. Donut, and hold the T, donut. And the man's name, Donald. Now the vowel is ah, so open more. Donald. Donald's Donuts. And the nickname for Donald can be Don, and that's different than Dan, which is Dan. Don, Dan. And this looks very weird because it looks like hand kerchief, but we make this ND change into an NG. So instead of an N in the front, hand, it's hang, like a hanger, and you're going up in the back. Hanker, and you can say chief or chiff or chuff. Handkerchief, handkerchief, handkerchief. Either way, because it's not stressed at the end. It's not as important as hang, handkerchief. This is the more old-fashioned way of spelling hiccup, and this is what we usually see, and it looks more like it sounds. Hiccup, hiccup. The vowel is I, as in hit. Hiccup. I have to watch my accent. Lieutenant, lieutenant. You're saying int at the end. The A and T sounds like int or unt, but you don't release the T. You just go to the N and T position and hold it there. Lieutenant. Murderer. This has a lot of repetition. So the first one is, let's see, d, der, and then hold it in the R position to make the last So murderer, murderer. It's hard to do fast. Hopefully you don't have to say it very often. Murderer. This one is completely crazy because it looks like a B. You don't hear a B. You don't see a D, but you hear a D. Subtle. As in up. Subtle. Subtle. Thwart. This doesn't look like an OR, but it sounds like an OR. So the THW is an unusual combination. We don't see it very often, but you don't round your lips for the TH, but you do round them for the W. So start unrounded and then round. Thwart. And hold your T. Thwart. Thwart. And wristwatch. Wristwatch. You don't say the T, you just hold it in the T position. Wristwatch. Or just skip the T, you don't even notice. Wristwatch. Happens all the time. Fittings. The vowel is I, like it, and the T's change to D. Fittings. And then there's this combination of words that look very similar and sound different. So the clothes that you wear and close the door sound exactly the same. Close. Close is spelled the same as shut the door, but it sounds like an S at the end. Close. The past tense, closed. You don't hear the D unless there's a vowel after it, like I closed it. But just by itself, the door is closed. You just hold the D, which I didn't put there. So, okay. And this is where you keep your clothes in the closet. Now it's an ah, closet. So close, close, closed, closet. And then flooding. The vowel is flooding. And this one, the vowel is like took and hook. Footing. And I just remembered what I didn't do yesterday, which I had forgotten to do, is go through everything again without talking. So I'll do that. Boulevard, Burrard, Burrard Inlet, buoyant, Mediterranean, vague, vogue, natural, naturally, swell, swill, clairvoyance, plumbing, plumber, home, sixth, tasks, taxes, consciousness, donut, Donald, Don, Dan, handkerchief, hiccup, lieutenant, murderer, subtle, thwart, wristwatch, fittings, close, close, closed, closet, flooding, footing. Okay, Sorry, I forgot that yesterday. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I'll definitely remember to do that tomorrow with intonation for the sentences. So thanks. It was so good to see everybody. I'm glad to be back, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.